Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me here on Herzography. If you want to know more about photography tutorials, tips, and gear breakdowns, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Your subscription really helps support the channel and lets me keep creating educational videos for everyone. So there's a lot of hype in the camera world, new releases, firmware updates, influencer reviews, and endless comparison videos. With that consistent noise, it's easy to feel like your current camera is suddenly outdated or lacking. But today, I want to talk about a camera that hasn't left my hand since I bought it, and that is my Nikon Z8, and why I still love it just as much now as I did the day I unboxed it. Whether you're considering buying new, curious how it holds up in the real world, or maybe feeling some camera upgrade temptation, I hope this video gives you clarity and confidence, because sometimes the best camera is the one you already own, and sometimes it's the Nikon Z8. Let me break down what keeps the Z8 not only relevant, but a joy to use every single time I head out and shoot. First, the feel. Why I still enjoy holding it. One of the most underrated parts of a camera system is simply, does it feel good in your hand? The Z8 for me nails this. The grip is substantial but not bulky, and the weight strikes a perfect middle ground, enough mass to balance a 70-200, a 24-120, but not so heavy that it becomes tiring during a long hiking session or multi-hour landscape outing. I've shot with many other systems. I first started out with the Canon system, then I moved on to Leica, then I moved on to Fuji, to their medium format, and then to the Fuji APS-C sensor, and then finally to the Nikon mirrorless system. And some felt too small or toy-like, others felt blocky and oversized. The Z8 feels purposeful, balanced, like a tool meant to be used, not just admired. After hours of use, the ergonomics disappear, and that's the best compliment I can give. The camera becomes an extension of your hands and your eyes, not something you wrestle with. It has an intuitive menu system. So let's talk about menus, because not all menus are created equal. And yes, I know that sounds boring, but if you've ever tried scrolling endlessly, just trying to turn off a beep or tweak autofocus settings, you'll know exactly why this matters. Nikon's menus make sense. Whether you're a veteran or new to the system, it's something you can learn quickly and customize deeply. I love the clear categorization, the customizable My Menu, the lack of cryptic or redundant labeling. And I'm not just navigating my camera, I'm shaping it all around how I shoot. That matters when I'm on location, racing light, weather, or time, because fumbling with settings means missing shots. The top display, small feature, huge value. This might sound like a small detail, but it's something that I use consistently. The top display gives me battery status, shutter speed, aperture, ISO, exposure mode, all without having to raise the camera or activate the rear screen. This isn't a feature on some other camera systems, and once you've had it, you miss it instantly when it's gone. When I'm shooting landscapes, night photography, long exposures, or even just tripod work, it's incredibly convenient. No screen burn, no bright rear LCD in dark environments, and no wasted time. One of the main reasons I love this body is simple: full frame. This means Wider field of view, better low light capability, smoother tonal transitions, deeper dynamic range. When I'm shooting landscapes or long exposures, full frame isn't just a luxury, it's part of the art. The Z8's sensor gives me recoverable highlights, shadow details, and beautiful color science without consistent bracketing. It's not that crop sensors aren't capable, they are. But for my style of shooting, full frame gives me the realism and control that I want. Infrared compatibility. Now here's a niche detail, one that matters a lot to me. It might not to you, but it matters a lot to me. Lens compatibility with IR shooting. Not every brand plays nicely here. Some introduce hotspots, reflections, or strange contrast issues. But Nikon has a great selection of lenses, both Z-mount and adapted F-mount, that perform beautifully for infrared. Now you do need to check the different lenses because not all Z-mount lenses are perfect for infrared photography, but a lot are. So if you're into infrared imaging, it gives creative range without needing exotic lenses. Now, if you're into doing long exposures as I am for landscape photography, then I absolutely appreciate what the Z8 offers with shutter speeds up to 15 minutes before needing to go into bulb mode. And to me, that's massive. That means for real world shooting, you don't need a remote release for bulb exposures that you do with many other camera bodies. This helps reduce handshake and vibration, and for the most part, it helps simplify my workflow. Whether I'm photographing waterfalls, seascapes, star trails, light trails, or just want a minimalist amount of equipment for shooting landscapes. This feature is a serious advantage. Less gear, less fuss, more creativity. Being able to set your shutter speed anywhere up to 15 minutes is fantastic. Next, the Z8 has a sensor shield. The sensor shield might seem like a trivial feature, but until you shoot in dusty deserts, windy coastal environments, snowy alpine locations, or pollen-heavy forests, this is a feature that saves cleaning time, stress, and ultimately money. During lens swaps, especially outdoors, this shield gives you peace of mind. It's one of those things that you don't realize you love until you go without it. Glass availability, another major benefit of the Z8, an expanding and excellent lens ecosystem, not just Nikon Z-mount glass, which is exceptional, but third-party manufacturers as well. You have choices in lenses that give you choices with budget, specialty lenses like tilt shift, macro, telephoto, wide angle, fast primes, and adapters for legacy F-mount classics if you want them. This flexibility keeps the system from becoming limiting or financially punishing. Finally, a practical but important point. Accessories. Nikon isn't a new mirrorless player emerging from nowhere. The ecosystem is deep. You can reliably find batteries like the ones with USB-C charging ports, grips, remote triggers, cages, straps. You're not just waiting years for development. You're not stuck with one option. This matters for working photographers and dedicated hobbyists alike. Firmware updates that add real value. Another reason I continue to enjoy the Z8 is Nikon's continued commitment to meaningful firmware updates. A lot of camera companies operate on a cycle that quietly encourages you to buy a new body just to access new features and layout improvements or performance boosts. It's a business strategy. release incremental updates, gives minor improvements, and push the next generation body as the answer to everything. Nikon, on the other hand, has shown that the Z8 is built to grow. The firmware updates don't just fix bugs, they add real tangible features like expanded autofocus capabilities, improved subject tracking, new shooting modes, refined menu layouts, performance optimization, additional compatibility. Each update feels less like a patch and more like a camera refresh. I've installed firmware updates that have made the camera feel noticeably faster, smarter, and more intuitive, and I didn't have to spend $1 to get those improvements. In a world where tech companies often push us towards consistent hardware upgrading, it's refreshing to see Nikon invest in the cameras their users already own. It tells me they value long-term support. They value customer loyalty. They believe in longevity of their hardware. When you get more powerful features through firmware, not through a $3,000 plus upgrade, it reinforces that the Z8 is a great camera today. It's a platform built for tomorrow. The Nikon Z8 isn't just another camera body on the shelf. It's ergonomic, it's intuitive, powerful, adaptable, well supported. And it's a camera that encourages you to shoot, not just stare at the specs or dream about the next upgrade. It's easy to get caught up in the gear race, but the Z8 remains a camera that delivers in hand, in the field, in post. It's not just capable, it's enjoyable. If you're on the fence about the Z8, or if you already own one and wonder if you should upgrade, or if you're simply curious whether it still holds up, I hope this breakdown shows you that the Z8 isn't just relevant, it's still exceptional. Now, I hope you found this helpful and liked the video. Leave me a comment about your Z8 or questions or your experiences, and please subscribe for more content like this. Because at the end of the day, photography is about passion, creativity, and getting out there to shoot, not just chasing specs. So I'll see you in the next video. And you know what? I am so inspired by all of this that I am just going to get out and shoot right now. So you get out and shoot too, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.